here on the Thames. Starting the video off a bit differently today because someone said to me, why do you never go on your own videos? No reason. I just, when we go out, I just like to sort of crack on and get on with it. But yeah, here I am on the video. Oh, welcome to the video. Right, let me just turn you around for a minute. So I don't know if you can see him. Steve's all the way down there, the little white dot on the thing. He wanted to be Daredevil and go down a ladder. I came down by the stairs, safety first, you know, all that. But yeah, he wanted to do a ladder thing. So yeah, been on the foreshore literally 4 minutes, not even that, and I've got a find already. So here's my find. As you can see, it's just a little pencil, but it's not just a little pencil. It was a little bit covered in mud. It was just laying here on the shingles here, and I picked it up and I thought, ah, it's a little pencil. That's nice. But when I turned it over, government property. Yeah. So now we know why they're always putting our taxes up, because they're always losing their pencils. Anyway, never mind. Let's move on. Right, little spot to find. I'll give you a few seconds. It should be pretty obvious. I'm going to go in a little bit closer. I hope you've got it now. There we are. What have we got? Loe's, the cure of something or other. Yeah, as you know, I don't normally take broken bits of pottery, but when they've got writing on, I do. Lovely. Let's move on. Right, so I've just been having a little bit of scrapey here in the pebbles and the shell and whatever. Serious mudlarking, no G. And I found something quite interesting. I put it on that little rock there because I didn't want to lose it, he says. Let me pick it up. Now that is a Tudor pin. Sorry about all the ding dongs, that's the ferry. Yeah, it's a Tudor handmade pin. And back in Tudor times, people's clothing, well, especially the richer people who didn't do much all day, their clothes were held together with pins, and so they obviously fell off. And these are quite common on the Thames. You get these all up and down the Thames. Obviously, you can see a little bit of a bugger to find. You'll never find that with the naked eye. So this is where you have to do a bit of serious mudlarking and get into the you know, into the scrapey bits. But yeah, lovely. First time I've had a Tudor pin. I'm gonna have a little look around, see if I can find any more, because I say they are quite common. There's Steve still all the way down there. So while I look for some more pins, you go and see what Steve's up to, and I'll get on with this. See you in a bit. Down on the foreshore with Raymond. He's over there somewhere. And my first find of the day, right there in front of you, bit of clay pipe with what looks like a little bit of decoration. If my phone will zoom in, see the blue on it. Alright, see, there's another one there, another find. A little button. And I think, there we are, more clay pipe. Right, on the foreshore with Ray. This is a difficult one to spot. Let's see if you can see it. Anywhere? Oh, there it is. Not very old. Super white porcelain microwave dishwasher safe from Debenhams. Now, just by the wall here, they've put this sort of, let me take you in, it's like a mesh Can you see what I mean? Over the pebbles and stuff. But it's actually really, really handy because it traps things. And look, can you see just in there, we've got a little bit of clay pipe. So, yeah, I'll have that. I don't normally take bits of clay pipe, but yeah, I'm going to keep hold of that one. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes here, well, more than a few minutes, but looking to see what I can see trapped in amongst this mesh. I don't know, that's a good enough word. It'll do for now. Right, see you in a bit. Now, sometimes when you're mudlarking, you hit a little patch, a little area that you can only call it a hotspot, and you find lots of different things in one little area. We've got some nice little bits of pottery here. They would have been to something, a very interesting little something or other there. I don't know what that is. Oh, there we go, the tides are coming in. There's a boat gone by. Hang on. But no, it's interesting though, because I don't know why, but for some reason that happens. You find a little area with lots of little bits and bobs in, and it's interesting when you find a little hotspot, go over it really, really well, because for some reason stuff is collecting in that area. So it's worth going through and seeing what's there. Right, I'm going to crack on with that. See you in a bit. Now, this is a tad exciting. It's been about 40 minutes and I've not had very much, to be honest, but just walking along the river's edge here. Steve's all the way up there, and yeah, so I stop every few feet, do a little bit of scrapey, and I see this bit of pottery. Quite common. I've seen lots and lots of it, and as you know, I don't take broken pottery unless it's very interesting. But when I turned it over, that is very interesting. Look at that. That is a piece of Bellarmine jug. I'll put a picture on the screen. If I move that over there a little bit, I'll put a picture on the screen to show you what it would have looked like whole. But yeah, that would have been the face of someone, the face of a man. This bit here is his beard. If you find one of these whole, and they do turn up whole, you're looking at about £800–900 at the minimum. These bottles really are worth a hell of a lot of money. So well, that's about the only bit I've got there, probably worth about a tenner. I don't know, I'm joking. But yeah, lovely bit of Bellarmine jug there. Right, we move on.
How that's ever survived, I don't know, but I'll take it back for Ray because he loves his glass. Something shiny and pointy down there. Who knows what that's been used for?
So something just caught my eye. Just the tide is really going down now, and we're out onto the muddy bits. And I saw something sticking up here, right there, and I've just been excavating it to try and dig it out, and I thought, oh, I should be filming this, so I quickly had to reach in and get my camera. But yeah, right down in the mud, just this top bit here, it's all muddy now because I've been scraping it, but that was just sticking up, that bit there. So I think if I get under there, there we go. All right. Oh dear, this is absolutely cakeo. But if I just put that on there, you'll be able to see. I think we've got a little shoe. See it? Yeah. I tell you what, let me give it a little wash, and then I'll get back to you. Right, there we are. Look at that. We have got ourselves a little shoe. It's still full of mud. I've only been able to clean it the best I can in the river, but I think I'm no expert on shoes, as I'm no expert on anything, but I think we've got ourselves a little Victorian shoe, and by the sides of it, it's either a small lady's shoe or boot or a child's one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get it cleaned up when I get home, and send some pictures to a few people I know who know about this stuff. But yeah, that is brilliant. From a hole there, which I'm now going to fill back in. Right, see you later. Let's have another little go of spot the find. I'll give you a few seconds. As always, been doing a little bit of scrapey, and it should be somewhere right in the middle of your screen. Right, let me show you. I'll move that out of the way. Just there. Look at that. It's a little lead fishing weight. And it's got on there number 6. Yeah, I like that. I don't know what the age is to it, but yeah, it's a nice little find. Right, moving on. We've got a bit of a twofer. Not just one Boris bike, 2 Boris bikes. In fact, I don't know if they're still called Boris bikes. They were introduced by the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson when he was Mayor of London, and that was a few years ago now. So yeah, not sure if they still call them that. But anyway, Boris, if you're looking for your bikes, they're down here. So I was just walking through this muddy bit, and then actually all the nuts and the bolts and stuff here caught my eye. But then I see that little flash of red, so I scraped it away a little bit, and there's more red. So let's get in there and see what we've got under the mud. Ooh, what are you? Oh, look at that. It's like a little little statue. Come on, clean off. There we go. Yeah. I don't know, some sort of religious offering. I don't know, I really don't know, but it looks like some sort of little religious thing. I don't know. That's probably the best I'm going to clean him up here, but yeah, we'll find out what exactly that is, as always, when we get home. So yeah, just been doing a bit of scrapey again, and we've got a very interesting little shape. Can you see it? It's just there, because once you get just a little bit below these stones, obviously you get into the mud territory, and everything's the same color. It's all everything's covered in mud. So what you're looking for is shapes. So that's not a natural shape, that's clearly not a stone. So let's get it. Oh, there's something on the other side. Right, I'm just going to wipe it on my jeans. Hang on. There we go. Right, what have we got? We've got 6. So that'll be 6 pence in old money, 6D. And we've got Marshall and Partners Limited, Spitalfields Market. Now, Spitalfields Market is in London. We're quite far away from Spitalfields Market, quite a few miles up the river, but yeah, that's obviously been sloshing around here for a few years, so that's nice. I haven't had any coins yet today. I don't know what Steve's done with coins, but I haven't had any coins. But that a little token, the little market token, is just as good. Right, let's move on. So we're just walking back. We've been down there and we're on our way back. Steve, how did you miss this? I'm so disappointed.
What?
Literally sitting there. I was just going to say, no clay pipes today.
Look at that.
That's almost full.
Probably is, isn't it?
That's a late 17th century. Yeah, look at that. Just sitting there, right on the surface.
Lovely.
And because I've had some good finds, it's yours.
Oh, mate.
Because you ain't got one like that, have you? Right. Yeah, you want to put that somewhere safe. I ain't got any bubble wrap on me. I've normally got bubble wrap, but I've come out so disorganised today. So we really are on our way back to the car, but obviously doing a little bit of looking and scraping on the way. But look what I've just found here. It's got a little pin on the back. That's some sort of I don't know what the actual name of it is, but it's something to do with medals. It's a military medal thing. Steve might know. He's just there. He's nearly back. He might know what it's called. But yeah, I can't think of it. All right, never mind. So we're just having a quick roundup of Steve's finds before we leave, because the tide is on its way back and it is a really, really hot day and I've had enough. I've had enough. So anyway, he's got himself that lovely clay pipe. He walked past it twice, so it's only fair I let him have it. Lovely big chunk of brown glass he's got there, bit of a knife, bit of a dinner knife. We don't know what that is. It's obviously something to something. He's got himself 1, 2, 3, 4 nice bits of clay pipe there. Bit of decorated glass. He's got marble. This is nice. Look, he's found a little cufflink with S on it. So yeah, if he ever loses an arm, he'd be able to use that because he's got his initial on it. Bit of a whistle. Look at that. Oh, let me get it in shot. Hang on. It's unfortunately broken, but that would have been a whistle. And this is nice. Look at this. It's the top part of a lady's compact mirror, but it's got 21. So that obviously would have been given to a young lady for her 21st birthday. So yeah, bit of a key or something there. Ooh. And now he's just made a shadow all over.
Sorry.
It. That's all right. Good day?
Good day, mate. Yeah, loving it.
Loving it. Yeah, right. See you at home. Well, that was a really hot day today. Just quick run through of the stuff that I got there. Shouldn't take long. There's a lot of stuff, but it shouldn't take long. Little glass bottle stopper. My river glass. I like a bit of river glass. Unintentionally, all bits of green. I don't know. My pencil, my first find of the day, government property. I really like that. I've never seen one of those before. Guessing that probably would have been Second World War, maybe just after. I'm going first of all through the stuff that kind of speaks for itself. We've got some beads here, some clay pipe, a couple of clay pipe stems, and the fishing weight at the back there with a number 6 on it. Now, we have the little trading token here. It says Marshall and Partners, Spitalfields Market, 6 shillings. That's what that's worth. So it's a trading token made by a company called Marshall and Partners. They operated obviously in Spitalfields Market. Spitalfields Market is in East London, just on the edges of Tower Hamlets. And there's been a market on that site for the last 350 years. And interestingly, Tower Hamlets is where I'm from originally. So yeah, really quite nice to find that. Let's look at these here. You saw me pick one of these pins up. Oh, if I can pick it up now. I managed to find 3 in the end. Tudor dress pins. There we are, if it focuses. There we go. Handmade pins that would have been worn in Tudor times. As I said in the video, these are quite abundant up and down the Thames. Tudor ladies particularly were big believers in layering up. They wore a lot of clothing, and a lot of what they wore were literally held on with pins. So obviously it's no great surprise that a lot of those pins fell off and ended up all over the place, including in the river. This little one here, I don't know what it's called. I still can't think of what it's called. There's a little pin on the back, as you can see, and it would be some form of military decoration, something to wear in place of a medal. I'm guessing something like that. The bits of pottery, we've got this one here. This is a fragment of a pot which would be Holloway's cure for gout and rheumatism. I mean, but this is obviously back from Victorian times when they didn't actually have to. Oh, my candle's gone out. Did you see that? There we are. Never mind. Yeah, it comes from Victorian times when they didn't actually have to prove that their products actually worked. So people used to buy all sorts of things and rub it and take it and whatever. This one, I've had a look. It's obviously French. If any of you recognize what this says, if any of you can read French and give me a clue as to what that is, because I can't actually find anything online. So yeah, if any of you recognize what that is or what it says, I'd appreciate if you put that in the comments and let me know. This is a very exciting little find. I'm really pleased with this. As I said in the video, this is part of a Bellarmine Bartman style bottle. This would be from about the 1700s. Yeah, I'll show you the picture again. I know I showed it earlier, but I'll show you it again. Very impressive looking bottle, and as I say, intact ones of these sell for a lot of money. I don't know anybody that's ever found an intact one. I certainly haven't. This is the first piece I've ever found, even a fragment, but hopefully not the last. This little character, let me move him there. When I found this, I thought, just to show you, it's empty on the inside. I thought maybe some kind of religious offering, you know, that they turn up quite often. But when me and Steve were talking afterwards, I wondered if maybe it was a chess piece, the bishop of a very elaborate chess set. What do you think? Religious offering or piece of a chess set? Put your comments in below. Let me know what you think it is. And then, of course, we've got the shoe. Let me just see if I can get that in. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a good look all the way around. Obviously, there's damage. I mean, it's a Victorian shoe. I believe a Victorian child shoe. You see all the nails in the bottom there and the stitching that goes all the way around. So for a shoe so old, you know, it's in pretty good nick. That's because it's in the anaerobic mud of the Thames. I mean, look, it's still quite pliable. It is still a bit wet after I washed it, but yeah, it's actually, I mean, you can tell what it is. I mean, I've seen shoes come out of the Thames and other places and you can barely see a bit of a sole, but you can definitely see what this is. And I've been reading up online this afternoon how to feed the shoe, feed the leather and stop it from cracking and, you know, falling apart. So I should be doing that when it fully dries out. But yeah, great little find, lovely little find. There was one more find, which wasn't one of mine. You saw Steve find it. It was the drinking glass. Let me just try and get that in shot. There we are. It's come up absolutely lovely. It's been through the dishwasher. not a crack or a chip on it. It's amazing how these things survive bashing around in the river with the rocks and all the rest of it. But yeah, as you can see, holds water and works perfectly. Not very old, there's no age to it, but just amazing that it's still in one piece. So anyway, that's the little finds roundup for this week. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, you know, all that stuff, blah blah blah, and have a good week, and we'll see you next time.